unexpected. I will call forth someone more worthy of your strength. May your soul burn.
I'm rather busy right now.
Rakura, Okoma, Jejota. Rakura, Okoma, Jejota.
You've a mind to weave enchantment. You've a mind to weave enchantment. You've a mind to weave enchantments, I take.
Rakura, Denima, Jejota. Denara, Denima, Jejota. Denara, Denima, Jejota. Denara, Dekepa, Jejota. Denara, Maktari, Jejota.
I can't do my... I know there's a war afoot and all that, but there's a problem here at the graveyard. The corpses are climbing out of their graves. I promise, this isn't my fault. I buried them all real good. No, I don't know nothing. I was just bringing Prince Adrian in here to lay him to rest in the royal crypt. But when these walking bones started popping up, I ran for it. I just left the prince's corpse laying out. But what was I supposed to do? It's up there a ways, outside the royal crypt. One of the prince's knights stayed there to protect him. She can be noble if she wants, but I'd rather be alive. I do feel bad, though. That's why I was thinking maybe if I could find someone to help her. If you could find a way to get all those corpses back in the ground while you're up there, I sure would appreciate that. I can't make a living if I can't get into the graveyard.
The prince has risen. It's a miracle.
What's going on here? I don't understand any of this. Last thing I remember, we were fighting the Reachmen outside Northglen. I saw my father fall. I tried to get to him, and then everything went black. Dame Valyrie tells me that we died? Then how am I having this conversation? I mean, I feel different. I don't even think my heart's beating, but do you think... I mean, am I undead? But then why am I not ambling about mindlessly trying to kill the living? Isn't that what the undead do? Dame Valyrie says the gods have resurrected me, but why? Because of my bloodline? I'm sorry, this is just too much. I don't know. If the dead here are rising and this is the royal crypt, have any of my ancestors risen? Maybe they can give us some answers. Would you consider venturing into the royal crypt to find out? I know it's unlikely, but I'm hoping that if I'm alive, maybe my father is too. Maybe Dame Valyrie is right. Maybe the gods are giving us a second chance. No. To be honest, I only know of the kings who've been entombed down at the garrison. It's the royal crypt, though, so surely someone from my family has been buried here.
This tomb was built to hold royal remains, but none remain within. The remains of the royal family have vacated this place. They return to the land of living to follow the Anointed and to avenge their bloodline. Prince Adrian is the Anointed. He too has been blessed to rise again. Arche himself, of course. His church sits nearby. These grounds are consecrated in his name. This was foreseen. Death denied the prince from defeating Evermore's enemies, but the Anointed shall now command an army of the dead. A mortal cannot hope to understand the will of the divine. You must simply tell him to trust the power with which he is imbued. His destiny will unfold as he trusts his instincts.
Whatever was in the royal crypt, at least it doesn't appear to have been lethal. Tell me, though, did you learn anything? Any explanation for my unexpected return to life? Then the gods do want something of me. I guess it's a second chance. A chance to redeem my father, myself. To get revenge. It truly is a miracle, then. I could lead the undead here to defeat the Reachmen. The Reachmen have been dealt with? This is tremendous news. I'm not surprised to hear about the Imperials. They were attacking southern Bankerai before, and I knew they wouldn't stop there. Perhaps now my undead army can drive them back. I don't know for certain, but when you said it, something about it just feels right. Did this voice in the crypt say anything else? That seals the deal, then. We should make preparations. I'm feeling stronger by the minute. Dame Valyria is just over there trying to figure out where the undead are coming from. Tell her what you told me.
There you are. I was beginning to worry. It seems that more and more of the dead are rising every minute. Did you learn anything in the crypt? Really? Maybe he's right, talking about an undead army. But if this is his army, why are they hostile? We might have to earn their allegiance. Have you seen these blue flames in the ruins? I think they're somehow inciting the undead to violence. I do. I tried holy water on one and it seemed to do the trick. If you'll take it and extinguish a few more flames, that may help pacify the undead. After that, let's meet at the monument south by the rocks. I saw someone skulking around over there. It's a priest of Arche, but something's wrong with him. He's just completely ignoring me. I'm not sure how I might have offended him, but if the blessing on Prince Adrian comes from Arche, the priest should be able to help us. I think he's had ample time to pray at this point. With all due respect to him and to the gods, we need answers here. Will you at least see if he'll talk to you?
O Divine Lord, protector of the eternal balance between life and death, I beseech you, remove this dark curse from your sacred grounds. Shh! Or do you revel in the defilement of sacred law? These burial grounds are cursed, and I am pleading with Arche to reveal the source of the corruption. Unless you know the source, please, let me be. It did? That would be quite a surprise, considering Arche is opposed to undeath in all its forms. Do you think the god simply changed his mind? Why would he possibly do that? The prince has risen as well? This scenario grows more foul by the hour. What befell King Aemond and his son was tragic, but I cannot imagine it so offends Arche that he would break the natural order. I don't know. I should see Prince Adrian. That's the only way to ascertain if he's truly touched by the god. In the meantime, it might help me to commune with Arche if we stopped the dark spirits from defiling the other monuments. No. Your impatient friend here can escort me to the prince. I need your help with the spirits defiling the monuments. Destroy the defilers, and then I will have the clarity I need. After that, meet me at the church, and we can discuss the prince.
Why do you fear me, priest? Is it because I can control what you cannot?
Your Highness, I'm sure he means no offense. Please, calm yourself.
As long as he treats me with the respect I deserve, we won't have a problem.
I'm out of my depth here. If it comes to blows, I can't raise my sword against Prince Adrian, but I can't stand by and watch him strike down an unarmed priest either. This is starting to look like not such a miracle after all. Well, the good news is the undead didn't attack us. They actually bowed to Prince Adrian. Father Quiston's not exactly impressed with that fact, though. He thinks it's a very bad sign, and he told the prince as much. Well, we tested that out, and dripped some holy water on Prince Adrian's hand. It burned. That pretty much says it all. But Father Quiston believes there's still a chance we can remove the corruption. We saw skeletons digging up corpses and piling them up in the mausoleums as death shrines. Father Quiston believes that cleansing the mausoleums with holy water might have some effect. I'd hate to leave the prince, though. Will you go?
I suspect this priest has fallen from Arkay's favor. That explains why he's making such a big deal out of nothing. So what if the holy water burns? That doesn't prove anything.
Why do you work against me? Would you have the prince spurn this blessing? The priest fears the unknown. That is why he refuses to acknowledge the gift the prince has been given. But why do you submit to this priest's direction? Are you a coward, or do you just prefer not to think for yourself? The priest is blinded by his preconceptions of power. This is a blessing for all of Bankorai. What matter is it whether it comes from Arkay or some other source? The prince can sense the truth. He will give himself over to it soon enough. You regard power and opportunity as corruption? Such has always been the perspective of small minds. I thought you understood, but it is clearly beyond your comprehension. Very well. You've chosen your destiny.
I tried to stop him, but it was all I could do just to keep him from killing Father Quiston. Damn it all, what are we going to do now? The prince went into a rage. He started shouting at Father Quiston, saying this was his church, and he was relieving Quiston of his duties. Then he just ran inside. We have to get in there and talk him down. The doors won't open. I don't know if he barred them or what. Maybe the priest knows another way in.
Damn it! I knew this would happen! If it had been anyone else, I would have put him to rest right away. What are you doing standing there? We have to get inside! No. This is the only door, and the beast has locked it from the inside. There's a spare key buried under the tree in the back. You have Arkay's blessing to go and claim it. Just do it fast.
And the thorn in my side returns. Your prince has accepted the gift I offered. He is a visionary. He sees beyond convention. But what about you? Do you still question the value of my blessing? He suffered enough in life. In death, I am giving him the glory he deserves. I told him, by giving in to my guidance, together we could purge this land of all our enemies. He was willing to make this sacrifice. You should honor his decision. I may not be a god, but with the strength of the prince's soul, my powers are considerable. Come, see for yourself.
That certainly wasn't my finest hour. But I thought it was RK. I thought he was giving me a second chance. There's nothing more foul than this creature's deception. It must have hailed from the depths of oblivion itself. Death. Death and destruction. It would have given me vengeance against my enemies, but it wouldn't have stopped there. It will never stop unless we stop it. Even now I can sense the darkness inside, gaining strength again. Please, kill me. Yes, the life force inside me is evil through and through. Thank you for saving me, friend. I wish I could have known you when I was alive. But this will have to suffice. I am ready to die. Ready as I can be, I suppose.
If you have said your goodbyes, Prince Adrian, it is time.
Wait. Are you sure there's no other way?
It's all right, Valeri. I accept it. And you must too. You served me in life and saved me in death. I can be at peace now. This chill. I remember it. Goodbye, Valeri.
It is done. His body and soul are at rest.
It's done then. He can now rest again. For good this time. I suppose I should be relieved, but somehow I feel like I've let him down. I did everything in my power to protect him. If I could have taken the death blow on the battlefield, I would have done it without hesitation. He should have been king. I'll return to Evermore to serve the crown. I am still a knight. It's my duty. First, though, I will do what I came here to do. I will lay the prince to rest.
All right, everyone. It's time to start making preparations. There you are. If you expected to find us scaling the walls already, I'm sorry to disappoint. Don't get me wrong. We considered taking a stab at it, but with our limited numbers, I don't really think that plays to our strengths. Well, let's see. We have this sewer entrance here that the Imperials don't seem to know about, and then, well, we have you, of course. I'm thinking to base our attack strategy around that. What do you say? Yes, sometimes victory means getting dirty, and that's quite literally true here. A passage in the sewers leads to the gatehouse. If you'll open the main gate, we can get into the garrison without having to scale the walls and lose half our men. Just so you know, while you're slogging through sewage, we won't be napping out here. We'll go ahead and assault the main gate. It'll create a good distraction. It'll also mean that if you fail, we'll all die. Just so you know.
I have been watching out for you. It must be quite an honor to have the High King awaiting your arrival. King Emmerich thought you would be here ahead of him, but he has waited for you nonetheless. Not terribly long, but long enough that he has formulated a plan of attack. This plan requires someone to take quite a bit of risk. I tried to volunteer for the duty, but he insists that you be the one. So I wish you good luck, my friend.
Fire!
Arcane's beard, she's a looker.
the spackle! Put them down!
I quite forgot how it feels. The rush of blood to the head, the sound and fury of battle. So what if I put on a few years? This is where I belong. I'm going to take back this garrison or die trying. I've captured a few keeps in my day, and I've learned the hard way. Whoever holds the courtyard holds the key. So I'm going to seal our grip on this space. We should also hit the barracks, though, before the Imperials get their greaves on. Yes, but I'm not saying to slaughter a bunch of half-dressed soldiers. We're not Reachmen for Mara's sake. No, I'm hoping some of our knights are imprisoned there, and you can free them. We need all the swords we can get. After we've got the courtyard under control, we'll meet you up there. Oh, and if you see Septima Tharn or any of her commanders, feel free to take them down. I'd love to kill the old witch myself, but you're better qualified.
He's not the sharpest arrow in the quiver.
Keep your weapons sharp and close.
You should throw dice for gold. Always forgive my enemies. I will remember their names.
the truth to those.
Scatter! Move!
I seem to be making a lot of enemies lately.
That's what he said. Fan out!
Commander Attius is down the hall. He tortured us. He needs to pay.
One favor I ask. If you see Commander Attius, kill him.
It's a damn good thing you came out. I was just about to charge in there and find you myself. If I had died, it would have been your fault. You don't want the death of a king on your head, do you? Gods, I probably shouldn't jest like that, not around Argella. Poor thing. There's no telling what these twisted imperial bastards might have done with King Eamon's corpse. He was about to be entombed here when the garrison fell, of course. The royal crypt. All of Bankorai's rulers are buried there, to keep eternal vigil and such. The Imperials are doing something horrific in there. It's where they've formed their last line of defense. Whatever they're doing, I need you to stop them. East, across the bridge behind me. They're just throwing conscripts at us to keep us from getting across. They'll run out of fodder eventually. But if you'll lead the charge across on your way to the crypt, we can take the bridge now.
Who's got a whetstone? Sometimes a little lie saves a ton of explanation. Tell the truth to those unworthy of it. He hears voices in his head. Don't worry, they're good people.
King's champion is coming, Magus General. Shall we make an example of this fool?
It's not we, Pappas. It's you. I have other matters to attend to. Finish the ceremony first, then deal with the incident. Where is it?
Yes, of course. The Dark Anchors first, then the... Thank you for this honor, Magus General. Glory to the Empire.
Glory to the Lord of Brutality, Pappas. Glory to Moloch Ball.
The King's champion is coming, Magus General. Shall we make an example of this fool?
It's not we, Pappas. It's you. I have other matters to attend to. Finish the ceremony first, then deal with the...
Lighting!
Yes, of course. The Dark Anchors first, then the interloper. Thank you for this honor, Magus General. Glory to the Empire.
Glory to the Lord of Brutality, Pappas. Glory to Moloch Ball.
Is ours. You imbeciles will soon witness the Empire's true strength.
Your covenant cannot escape my wrath. You will see soon enough.
When you went below into the crypts, this foul, icy fog rolled in. The earth shook, and those dolmen emerged from the ground beneath our feet. We retreated here to await your return. The rest you can clearly see. I'm afraid the giant Daedric anchors from the sky issue is more your speciality than my own. I'll let you lead on this one. A wise leader knows how to delegate, my father used to say. He may have died in his cups, but the man knew his aphorisms. What could be more kingly?
Bankurai is mine, mortal. You cannot possibly protect it. Will soon be slaves in Cold Harbor.
They sought to bind this place in darkness and death. But the chains are broken! The garrison is ours! Mark my words! This victory will go down in the history books. This is the day the Empire began to crumble!
Knights of St. Pellin! Many of your brothers and sisters died here, but this was the purchase of their sacrifice. Be grateful and be proud!
We have the bastards on the run now! Come, Argella! Come! Experience the joy of watching your enemies flee from battle.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't think we could retake the garrison. I expected to die here. I was even looking forward to it. But my heart is filled with happiness right now. Not for myself, but for the people of Evermore. Well, of course the war is far from over, but we've won a crucial battle. Definitely gave the Imperials a black eye. And Evermore is safe. I should return there, but I have a feeling Emmerich will want to press on to liberate southern Bankurai. Whether it's wise or not isn't for me to say. All I can say is that if Emmerich wants to push on, I hope you will go with him. It's clear that any undertaking you're a part of is more than likely to succeed.
We gave the Imperials a healthy kick in the buttocks, didn't we? I bet they don't stop running until they're behind the walls of Harlin's Stand. We will have to go after them, of course. For one thing, I still haven't seen Septima. I just have to find out how the years have treated the old girl. There's also the matter of liberating southern Bankarai. It's Covenant territory, you know. One grain of sand at a time, my friend. It's true we don't have the troops to go traipsing off into the desert, but one person can scout Harlin's Stand and see if Septima's there. If only I had a loyal and capable friend here. Of course, you can go to Harlin's Stand. Fabulous idea. Yes, my friend. The key to driving the Imperials out of southern Bankarai will be finding and eliminating the Magus General. If you'll track Septima down, we'll be halfway done. Ha ha ha. Sweet Septima. I may have mentioned before, I actually met her when I was just coming of age, tagging along with my father to Cyrodiil. I took quite a fancy to her, but she mocked my advances most cruelly. My father was just a merchant lord from Cumberland, come to kiss the Emperor's ring. I didn't realize it, but I was hardly a match for a Tharn. Even back then, Abner Tharn would never have allowed his niece to be courted by someone like me. I believe they were aiming to conquer all Bankarai, but we've shown them that that's not going to happen. Septima's likely plotting revenge now, but who knows? Her family's so corrupt with power and necromancy, their motives hardly make sense anymore. It's a magnificent city right in the middle of nowhere. Only the gods know why the Red Guards even built it. But it's changed hands many times over the century, not a subject to bring up when you have Faharajad and Argella in the same room. Queen Argella, of course. It's part of Bankarai. Come to think of it, I don't even know why Faharajad wants it. Doesn't he have enough desert cities? You'd think he'd be lobbying for more territory in the wetlands for Mara's sake.
That lunatic woman. Sepp himself wouldn't step in her shadow. I'd stay off this path, lest she demand some humiliating task from you. A madwoman named Lady Laurent. She hired me and the Alakir to guide her through the desert, but this is as far as I go for her. She's already lost one of her traveling companions. I won't be the victim of her next accident. Ask her. I didn't stick around to hear her explanations. Though excuses would be a better word. Everything is somebody else's fault. Huh.
Well, well, a new arrival. We lie about like whipped dogs. Ufa drags his feet, waiting for aid. Can he not see that none comes? The Imperials hold our city. We were taken before our swords could leave the sheath. There's a traitor, my people whisper. For now, we wait. Wait for the Covenant to send help and the Imperials to tire. But you don't seem like the waiting type. I warn most against entering Hullen's stand, but you might help us in our resistance. Go to the alchemist shop in town. You'll find like-minded people there. The Imperials won't let you pass in peace, but any of their blood spilt blesses the sand.
You can't be too careful when you're picking your enemies.
Seem to be making a lot of enemies lately.
Sometimes a little lie saves a ton of explanation.
Did you hear something?
That's not a stew pot, it's my laundry.
Who's got a wet
Isn't the best defense always a good attack?
A new face. What's your business? We don't see a lot of travelers these days. What brought you here? You want to speak to Ufa then? Too bad no one knows where he is. Even if we did, can't say he'd even want to talk to you, seeing as you're a stranger. Yara might see you, though. She's upstairs on the balcony. And don't think you can try anything. I'm not just here for my good looks. And Yara is more than capable herself.
I don't think we've met, and I don't think we need to. And I hear the Imperials have spies everywhere, so why would I admit to being someone they want to kill? That said, I know one thing Imperial spies wouldn't do: arm their enemies. Across the way is a guarded warehouse. If someone took weapons from there, it'd be a blow against the 7th Legion. And I hear the stable hand knows the people who need such weapons. Someone who did that, I could trust.
That's what he said. I seem to be making a lot of enemies lately.
You can't be too careful when you're picking it. Arcade's beard, she's a looker.
Did you meet the new commander?
Did you meet? If we do not end this war, it will end us.
Bowstring broke. That's bad luck, that is.
Forgive my enemies, but I remember this.
I always forgive my enemies, but I will remember their names.
Beard, she's a not end this war, it will end us.
So, what do you want? Can't you see I'm doing my work? Or are you harassing me because I don't bow my head to the ground before the Imperials? Why would I want those weapons? I'm no friend to the Resistance, or to the Imperials. I just want to work in peace. Is that so? Let me fix them for you then. There. No one will suspect you carrying sacks smelling of the stables. Ones who need these wait in and near the town square. If you're caught, we've never spoken. I name no names, but seek the poor near the town square. Ask if they've seen a cat with red fur, and there will be your answer.
Keep your weapons sharp and close.
Do not want to get on my bad side, trust me.
Keep it down. We'll wake the dead. He hates everyone.
Did you see his new bow? That must have cost him.
What do you want with this old woman?
I cannot complain, but that does not seem to stop me.
Keep your voice down. Loud speech attracts unwanted attention.
winds are strong of late, and bring us much to consider. Red? I have seen such a cat, though not lately. Do you bring news of this Red Hunter, or something else to ease our sorrow at its loss? A most precious gift. May the gods smile with favor upon you. I'll keep it safe until the time comes, and our mutual friend returns. And may he return soon, for all our sakes.
These old eyes see you. Come, come.
We should throw dice for gold.
You did not see me, did you? No one sees the poor, the sick, the oppressed. You help these people of Holland's Stand, but for what? You put yourself in harm's way, but why? One of the destitute, no more. I have nothing except my eyes and ears, and I see Yara wants to trust you, but she cannot. Not until now. She will look for signs of treachery and find none, but even that will not be enough. Unimportant, but here is how she will. She waits by the tavern, as she was spying on you. Go to her, clasp her hands, and tell her that the Red Asp lives.
Ah, I was not expecting you. How did you... Never mind. What news have you? One of our allies passed with a peculiar bag from the stables. It's good to know you were the one to supply it. Well, then, I think it's best if we go our separate ways. Though you helped considerably, I can't take this risk again. What? How do you know this? The wind is truly at our backs. I've misjudged you. My apologies. We've been watching and waiting ever since the 7th Legion took our city. Now's the time to act. If you'll forgive my initial rudeness, I need your help. Let me share what we know. The 7th Legion took the town under cover overnight. Some say a traitor opened the gates to their army. It's the only explanation, but we don't know who the traitor is. We have a lead, though. Not what, but whom. I've set up a meeting with someone who may know the identity of the traitor. I'd like you to talk to her. My contact's at the tavern, just as I requested. She'll be reading a book. See what she knows, but be careful. I'll return to the alchemist shop on the other side of town once you go to meet with her.
He's not the sharpest arrow in the quiver.
Where is that half-wit?
Did Yara send you? She said to meet her here. It's more of a feeling. Call it intuition. It's better if you see it with your own eyes. Can you come with me to my home? It's best to continue our conversation in private. The Imperials may know your face by now. You can disguise yourself as one of them for the time being. They don't dare raise a hand against me, so I'll be all right. If you're ready, I'd like to go now. Follow me, but be discreet. With a disguise, the soldiers won't give you a second glance, but the sentries will certainly stop you if they can.
Something?
You can't be too careful when you're picking your enemies.
She's crazier than a cat on skooma.
Bowstring broke. That's bad luck, that is.
Arke's beard, she's a looker.
Don't be offended. He hates everyone.
Thank you for your discretion. I'm rather concerned about what's going on in Holland's stand, but it's not a good idea to say so in public. You see, it's my husband. You misunderstand. My husband is Captain Dakir at Niemer of the City Guard. I think he betrayed us. I couldn't bear to ask him. To see the hurt in his eyes and the shame that must surely be there. But he's keeping something from me. And I fear the worst. Soon after the Imperials came, our daughter disappeared. And my husband speaks with the Imperials, carries sealed messages back and forth. I don't know what to think. Search his office. It's upstairs. See what you can learn. I can't bear to look.
Dare you go through my things? What are you doing in my home? Did Quatrius send you? I've done everything he's asked. I won't suffer any more humiliation at his hands. Oh, Kisma, I wish I didn't have to keep such secrets from you. By Mara's heart, I don't know who betrayed us, but it was not me. I am little more than an Imperial lackey now, regardless. They have her, our daughter. The Imperials kidnapped her and hold her as a hostage. I debase myself before them for her safety, and I would do so again, if it means she will be returned to us. Now go, please.
I've seen the girl. It's not too late.
I cannot complain, but that does not seem to stop me.
The couple despairs, but all is not lost. Nothing is without hope until the last breath. Let me tell you of their child. Come, come. The Imperial fool Quatrius believes he's invincible, and in a way, he is. If one were to raise a blade against him, his soldiers would surely cut down the child out of spite. But there are other ways to cow a man. Not how, but where. Go to the pavilion in the shadow of the palace. You are already armed. Armed with the knowledge that he is a coward. With that, you must defeat him.
I always forgive my enemies, but I will remember their names.
He hates everyone.
I just want to see my mother and father again.
Away with you. Can't you see I'm busy? We're simply enjoying the fresh air. After all, who would want such a flower to wilt in a dungeon? Now be gone before I have my men remove you. Fine, fine. Run, girl, before I change my mind. Now, the guards will be back any second now. Don't think you can threaten me again.
Papa!
Where is that hat?
Papa!
I always forgive my enemies, but I will remember their names.
Hazi, I am where the birds roost. Come!
Nothing is certain until it happens.
This is your doing? You freed my daughter? I am truly blessed to have such aid from a stranger. With no promise of reward, you saved my family. Here, take this key. You will do far more good with it than I. The Grandea's chains. The Imperials made me capture her and bring her to them. I fear they want to publicly execute her in order to cow the citizens. If anyone can save her, it would be you. 1,000 blessings upon you.
She's not the sharpest arrow in the quiver.
Seems you've poked a hornet's nest. I hope whatever you did was worth it. They have the Grandea? That is troubling news. You've been busy then. But what news of the traitor? Do you know his identity?
You are mistaken, friend.
Master Ufa, you're truly alive.
Did I not send word with our friend here? I spoke to the captain after you left. He was more than willing to help, after the good turn you gave him. The traitor is well within our grasp. Don't you recognize the old beggar without his rags? I've been following you for quite a while. Even my own followers suspected nothing. Dakir and Kisma will never forget what you've done for them. I spoke to the captain after... Don't you recognize that... You've been a great boon to the Resistance. Once we have the traitor in our hands, we'll have all the pieces we need to assault the 7th Legion. The captain's men know how to find him, but I don't know where these men are, or if they're still among the living. They won't work with me, but may consider you an ally. You must find them before the Imperials do. Seek Aisha, Nasira, and Runid. Their peril is our opportunity. I'm sure they'd rather work with us than with the Imperials. Ask about, search houses, but above all, be discreet.
That's what he said.
Nothing is certain until it happens.
The only fish that go with the river's flow.
The only fish that go with the river's flow are the dead ones.
Forgive my enemies, but I will remember
Sometimes
them.
a little lie saves a ton of explanation.
Be careful when you're picking your enemies.
You look a bit lost. This is the Vivek City.
Can you believe there was a spy in the Thalmor at Woodhalf? I came to Vivek City with...
Rakur Deni Denata. Rakur Deni Jejota. Rakur Deni Jejota. Rakur Deni Ta. Rakur Deni Jejota. Rakur Deni Jejota. Rakur Deni Jejota. Rakur Deni Jejota. Rakur Deni Ta. 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 Rakur Deni Ta.
Street urchins are wild. You have no excuse.
Nothing says luck.
Rede, Huoko, Jejota. Rekora, Huoko, Jejota. Rekora, Huoko, Jejota. Rekora, Huoko, Ta. Rekor Denis, 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 Ta.
Only the finest wares here.
Vivek City. My store may...
Rekor Oko, Jejota. Rekuro Oko Ta.
Buy and sell, here and now.
Buying, selling, trading.